So today we are gonna be learning about velocity and acceleration. So you may already have heard of this terms before in a story or anywhere else. So you might have a grasp of what acceleration or velocity is. But I'm going to write down some of the misconceptions that are already there within you. So some are thinking velocity and speed 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 are equal, are the same. And the second misconception is acceleration is only positive. And this is the same with velocity also. Okay, and now I am going to debunk this using logic. So the definition of velocity is it is a vector. It can go only in one direction. So if you want to go from point A to point B, you have to go in a straight line. You cannot go like this. That is a bend path, and we can only relate speed with this. Velocity is related with this. Velocity only goes in a straight line. Okay, so we can cross this one out. This is completely false. So now we are debunking the second myth. Okay, but first, before that, I want to show you what acceleration is, if you don't already know what it is. So first I am going to write the definition of velocity. So velocity is termed as change in displacement divided by change in time. This delta thing is the way of saying change. So if I put this delta before something, it just means change in something. So here it means change in displacement. This x means displacement. This t means time. So velocity is termed as change in displacement divided by change in time. Okay. So now I am going to write the formula for acceleration. So it is the final velocity minus the initial velocity divided by the change in time. So if the I'm going to say what is acceleration simply. If you are throwing a rock into the sky, its velocity will be high when you throw it. Its velocity will be very high. But after you throw it, its velocity will keep going down and down. And when it reaches the top, its velocity will be 0. And now it will start going down. Its velocity will be negative because it is going the opposite direction of which it went before. Before it was going up, which was positive, and now it's going down, it's negative. So its velocity will be negative, and it will keep increasing until a thing stops it. Okay, so now you see that it's experiencing a change in velocity over a given time period. It does not go from a 100 meter per second to 0 meter per second in just 0.1 seconds. It takes, and some things can accelerate in that speed, and that's called acceleration. See how I said accelerate in that sentence? So that is termed as acceleration. Okay, so we have the definition of acceleration. It is just the change in velocity divided by the change in time. And now we can debunk the second equation, that acceleration is only positive. No, it's negative sometimes. When we throw a rock up, its speed will keep going down until it reaches 0, and then it will become negative. And that's one example of acceleration becoming negative. There are thousands more examples like that. Okay, and now let's derive something. Okay, so we have two equations over here. How many equations can we derive out of this? We can derive many equations, and I will show you 4 major equations that we need during studying motion. So we know that acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by the change in time. So if we multiply both sides by change in time, we will get acceleration times the change in time is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity. And now if we add initial velocity to both sides, this initial velocity and this will cancel, and we are left with final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration into time. And this is a very useful equation, especially if you don't know the final velocity and you want to figure out the final velocity within a given time period. And now I am going to spit out a fact here. The gravity or the acceleration of the earth due to gravity is 9.81 meter per second squared.